I think we can all say that the PS5's controller is awesome. It feels much better than the PS4's, and overall it's just a great controller. But there is one thing it's missing, and that is paddles, especially for first-person shooters where that's extremely important. So that got me wondering, are there any paddle controllers available on the market right now? Specifically from like SCUF and some of the other well-known brands? And no, there aren't. Editor Mango here, just wanted to stop by and say you can actually buy PS5 controllers with paddles online from aimcontrollers.com. They do run you a premium of costing well over $100. Anywho, you see the like button and the subscribe button? They're feeling a little lonely, so smash those and let's continue on with the video. So that got me wondering, what can I do to add paddles to my controller? And well, here's what I found. This is the ExtremeRate Pro's paddle pack, you could say. And it costs around 40 bucks on Amazon, and it's a DIY kit. But for 40 bucks, I think that this is a steal of a deal. A question that you probably have as well, how does it perform in game? And honestly, after playing a few hours in game, playing some Warzone and some Apex, I can definitely say that it feels great. Let's talk about what comes in the box. Well, you get the shell for the back of the PS5 controller. I opted for one with a little bit of grip and I love it. It feels great to the touch. There also is the paddles themselves, the ribbon cables you will need, the screws, and also the screwdriver and other pry bar tool that you will need to disassemble the controller itself. The whole process from start to finish took me around half an hour, including trying to record it. Seasoned veterans who have been modifying controllers for a long time, this should probably take like 15 minutes max. There's literally no soldering required whatsoever. But if you're a newbie and this is going to be, or maybe this is one of your first times, playing around with a controller, it might take you half an hour to an hour or so. Don't let that intimidate you. It's very straightforward and you'll be able to do it in no time. What about the quality of it? It's 40 bucks. Does it feel cheap? And the answer to that is no, not at all actually. It feels great. The case itself feels very nice and premium, especially with that grippy, bumpy texture. I love it. The paddles, however, they are a little less premium feeling than the shell itself, but I would say it has a nice matte plastic finish and it gets the job done. And when you're in the game, you couldn't even tell. How do you pair the paddle pack to the buttons on the controller? It's a really simple process. You essentially hold the button on the back for 3 seconds. A little red LED will start flashing and that means you can now pair it. So essentially you'll just hold the paddle as well as whichever button of choice together for 3 seconds and the red LED in the back will flash, meaning that it was a success. And there you go. And now you can enjoy the paddles. One caveat with this is that I did not solder my controller, which means that I do not have the ability to bind my paddles to the L3, R3, or touchpad. But honestly, for most games I play, that's not really a big deal for me, but that is worth mentioning. If you want that capability, you're going to need to do some soldering, which I did not do. And ExtremeRate does have a guide that shows you how to solder everything. I actually also have a guide of my own that shows you the simple way of doing this whole installation without any soldering, which I would recommend everyone because it's far easier. You might be wondering, would this void your controller's warranty? I don't know, but what I will assume is that it probably would, until you undo the modification and put it back to stock. With that, I will mention that you should do this at your own risk. To wrap it up, I think that for $40, the ExtremeRate paddle pack is amazing. You can do this modification yourself. It won't take you that long, and you'll now get the awesome functionality that you'll need to up your game in first-person shooters. As far as any story-related games go, I'm not sure how great this would feel in-game. I haven't tried it as of yet, but if you want to add paddles to your own controller, the ExtremeRate's paddle pack is a great alternative and it gets the job done. It feels great, it's super cheap in comparison to something like a SCUF controller that can run you well over $100. So do this mod if that's something that you're into. Anywho, this is Mango, and if this video helped you, click the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subs and I can only do that with y'all's help. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.